Right, so I want to talk today about um, addiction, about smoking, about a smoking addiction. First, I'd like to take a moment to pause. Just take a moment to say to yourself, see, because to really pay attention to a video, you need to listen from your energy space rather than just listening like with your peripheral hearing. Listen from your energy space. So I want to talk about addiction, more specifically smoking addiction. Now I know there's a coronavirus lockdown happening right now, and regardless of how many people die of the virus, there will be a lot of people who succumb to addiction and die via suicide, uh, misuse, drug misuse, etc. So I want to address smoking addiction and why it is so powerful, why it is so gripping, so scary. I want to say the word scary because when you're coming off it, if you do decide that smoking is detrimental to you at this point in your life, let me talk from experience. So the last time that I quit smoking was extremely challenging. It was extremely challenging. Um, but basically, the more challenging it is to you spiritually, as in the more it kind of sparks those emotions in you, the that's where you will come to consciousness, if that makes sense. That's where you will have what some refer to as a spiritual awakening. Now, if we want to just again take a breath, center. See, because the the crux of smoking is that you're not breathing. The deepest breaths, the moments of respite and relief, come for a smoker when they're smoking. So, although you may not be conscious of it, that's when you're actually taking a breath, when you're actually coming back into your body, when you're departing from your mind, your mental activity, which has gone haywire, and you're coming back into your body. Your mind can actually relax. So the thing is that breathing became a very crucial technique for me the last time I quit smoking. I began taking up things, some yoga routines, yogic breath work, like the breath of fire, etc. Um, Meditating, just basically doing what I can to come into my body, to be grounded. See, because smokers are smokers are they are ungrounded individuals. Just bear with me. Some trauma has happened to them throughout their life that has kicked them up. It's uprooted them from their body, ungrounded them, which means they exist here. They're always out there. If you're out your body, you're out of safety. There's no safety in your mind. You basically you have a scared ego. I'm not saying that to diss anyone, because most people have an element of scaredness inside them. In fact, every human alive has an element of scaredness about them, because it's human. But you see, with smokers, they've been traumatized. I want to say sexually. Now, don't take that at face value. Don't take that word for word, because there are many sexual traumas. I would argue almost everybody is, to an extent. It can also be called maybe a spiritual trauma. Spirit comes from inspire. Inspire means to breathe in. So it, coming back to the breath is crucial for smoking. But really, you must. I don't want to say need. That's not a good word. I mean, it's not like it's not a helpful word. It's smart for you to get to the root rather than addressing the symptoms, and that root is a spiritual one. With any addiction is bred out of pain. It's a spiritual, a connection wound. Once you come off smoking, and I can guess this happens with most smokers, they have some kind of spiritual respite, some kind of awakening. Because it is a powerful addiction, and it's not pleasant coming out of it. But you basically, grounding is the best thing you can do. Try grounding food. Eat natural whole foods. Like, bear with me. Like when I was quitting. Oh. Sometimes when you don't sit down right, you have to readjust to get your posture right. I would eat like a lot of this, like whole foods and whatnot, because I found they were very grounding. They're very grounding for my spiritual energy. They would help me stay centered rather than erratic in my mind. However, I also indulged in a lot of junk food. I just did it because I need. It's not helpful to quit so many things at once, to cut them straight out. So I did indulge in quite a bit of junk food, to help level me out. Because really, I think a lot of smoking comes from perhaps body image issues as well. And food may have been the initial thing, except you made a shadow out of eating, as in you were ashamed of what would happen if you overate, and so you turn to smoking to curb your appetite. Now is the time to eat those effing calories. If you're getting off smoking, just consume them. You won't go nuts and be on it like that forever. But get those calories in. Exercise those energies out your body. It's just energies that addiction is. It's energies in your in the system. You need to get them out. Exercise is the best way. Yoga, again. Whatever the case, don't be hard on yourself, because it may take several times, but you gain awareness. The trick is, the game is, you gain awareness every time you attempt to quit. So don't beat yourself up. And if it comes down to it, and you just absolutely cannot, you can't take it, your emotions have gripped you and you can't take it, then smoke consciously. That means you take your time. That means you actually let yourself enjoy the cigarette. You let yourself enjoy it. You have more of a chance of coming out of it rather than having a cycle of shame around it. Okay? So that's a little bit of advice for smokers out there. Me personally, I've had much hardcore, worse addictions, and now during this quarantine time, I feel like it's essential for people to not succumb to them. But don't beat yourself up if you do. Alright? Nice talking to you.